Okay, the difference between AI agents and AI employees. AI agents has been the big kind of new thing coming out, expected to get big next year. And I kind of want to. My name's Toddy. I'm making daily videos, profiling my life, and starting up a company called Nonconformity Company, where we took our first money a day or two ago, which is great. And just been thinking, this channel's never really going to take off, and it was just more of a way for me to get my thoughts out there, get better at communication and talking, and learn about YouTube. And I've learned a lot. And I've said we'll open up the Nonconformity Company YouTube channel soon, and we've got a plan for that, to have profiling our startups, different other case studies of startups, tools that are going on, general good business ideas. So that'd be very business orientated. The thing with AI is it's very, very overwhelming at the minute for a lot of people. I think a lot of people are either just not into it, getting into it, overwhelmed, don't know where to start, don't know where to end, don't know what to focus on. And so I've bought another domain. I won't buy any more domains, I promise. I know I keep promising that. But yeah, I'll go into the agents now. They're more tools that follow instructions. So they're programmed in. It might be a sequence of instructions. They can run workflows, complete tasks with some autonomy. They're mostly kind of task orientated. So they're just going to like fill in gaps for people. For people's jobs. So people can be more powerful, or they might be replaced, because a team of 10 might become a team of 5, because that team of 5, they've all got a few AI agents working for them and making their job a lot more efficient, a lot more process driven with the AI agents. My question to AI was, will AI employees be the next big trend after AI agents? Short answer, yes. AI employees are very likely the next big wave after AI agents. So we're kind of on this AI agents, and I've had a good track history of getting on board. I kind of was always into business and always was missing waves, and then I was getting closer to waves, and I've ridden a few waves, and this AI really feels like it's a massive tsunami wave, and there's so much going on. So what I'm trying to do is, I need a business which can be fully completed and really take off and provide a lot of value for people, build an audience on YouTube. So the idea is to build AI employee university, and we've got the .com. All of the .coms, this is what's telling as well. I was doing a lot of domain research last night, going through different domains like AI agentuniversity.com, AI Agent Academy. All these ones are gone. So these have all been snapped up, but the employees is only just been launched by companies. It's the next word that I think people talk about, because in terms of, we've just gone through agents, AI employees, they are kind of going to be more of an employee that kind of is working there, doing much of the job that a traditional physical employee did do. Multi-skilled, multi-tooled, persistent agents with memory, personality, and role-based responsibilities, able to own entire parts of a business, operations, sales, lead generation, content, support, capable of daily recurring work, performance tracking, and integration with other systems. So you'd have other AI employees, or working with other AI employees or other agents. So why AI employees will be a bigger trend: higher value. Companies care more about replacing augmenting roles than one-off tasks. Recurring functionality. Business wants something that works every day, not just when prompted. Workforce shortages. Companies everywhere are struggling to hire. AI employees is the perfect solution. Better marketing angle. Get an AI employee for £49 a month is easier to sell than get an AI agent. That's true. Employee is a word that we know, isn't it? Agent sounds like special agent, like what's going on there. But employee, that's universally understood. So I like our name, AI Employee University. It just says exactly what it is. You're going to get education on how to implement this, how to learn about them, how to train them, how to buy them, how to sell them to other people. So business owners understand employees. Everyone knows what an employee does. It's intuitive. VCs love big categories. AI employees equals infinite TAM global workforce. Don't know what that means. 5-year prediction. Within 2 to 5 years, many small, medium businesses will hire their first AI employees before hiring a human one. So next 2 to 5 years, up to 2030, AI employees will handle 40 to 70% of all back office processes. AI departments will emerge: AI sales, AI ops, AI marketing. Platforms will offer hire an AI employee the way Shopify offered launch a store. So I guess that's interesting as well. Hire a AI department, so a whole department could be replaced as well. That might be the next stage. So your niche: education, branding, automation, how to build AI employees, how to integrate them. That's just the AI trying to do some work for me, which I don't need. So yeah, I watched some. This is not just about replacing people. This is also just making businesses a lot more efficient. I watched. I had a video playing in the background yesterday. A few interviews about people doing various things in this agent employee space. And one of the AI kind of areas that's got very big is the voice interaction reception area. And this guy tried to order some flowers from a local flower shop. And then he went through and he looked up the local Google listings, and he found 5 of the local ones that he could reach to in his car to collect them. And I think the first 4, they didn't answer the phone. And then the 5th one he got to, and he ended up getting into a conversation with him and finding out he had these agents ready, but he's always on the lookout for new customers. And he'd been focusing on different businesses to the flower thing. This was just a personal thing that he was doing. And then he got into a conversation with the guy and was just like, yeah, do you miss the phone often? Because I've just called around a load of florists and you were the first person to pick up. He was like, well, yeah, we sometimes do because we're busy. We might have people coming in the shop. We might have orders going on. People are at the toilet. So a lot of these flower shops, they might be quite small. So it's hard for everybody to be everywhere, depending on what's going on. And the phone often gets missed. And a lot of people just still prefer to have the phone, a phone call to order their things so they can talk through it and maybe get some advice, etc. So this guy said, well, how many calls do you think you missed today? He said, well, maybe 10. He's like, well, what's the average order value? And he's like, well, maybe £35. And then so he was like, okay, so you could be losing like 350 pounds a day. He's like, yeah. And then he was like, well, actually, like some of those orders could be for a wedding, and if we miss that, if somebody's calling around for a wedding flowers or funeral flowers or a bigger order, that could be worth 1,000, 2,000 plus to that business that they're potentially losing out just because somebody's gone to the toilet or they're busy or they've just missed the phone. And so what this guy does, he sold this guy his AI reception agent, which answers the phone 24 hours a day. And it's trained in their niche, so it can answer the questions. It will learn as it goes. And then if it does come to a point where they can't, it will just say, well, I'm going to get my boss to talk to you about this. Can I get to call you back? When can I get you to call you back? All the information is then handled. You can then integrate this system into the email side of things, the online shop, and a widget on the customer service on the website. So however people are coming in, they can be looked after and nurtured and just make sure that they're answered to as best as that AI can do. And it's getting better and better. He played an example of it, and it's just like, it's amazing. He was doing it for restaurants, that was it, first of all, and then just retrained his AI models for this flower business. So it's about these businesses that they could then they're not going to miss any orders, but they know then the phone's been answered all the time, so they don't have to have people on reception. A lot of businesses that are kind of small to medium, a lot of the people are on the phones are also doing lots of other jobs, and there's meetings, breaks, different things that come up. So and you can't predict how. Sometimes, and I know this, some days the phone doesn't ring very much. Some days you're like, what is going on? Everybody and their dog's ringing up. So it's hard to predict the frequency or the demand for your services, or just the frequency of the phone calls with a team of physical staff. So he was selling these AI reception agents for $400 a month, and they don't cost him very much. And it's good for him because he's got a business. It's good for the businesses because they are able to streamline their services, not miss out on any business, make more money, and keep the customers happier. And the knock-on for that as well, because if you do a good job, you could have a customer for life then that's going to keep coming back, especially if you plug it in then to a bit more of the AI marketing stuff and recommend a friend and getting them back in the door. And it's also good for the customer because they are getting a good service. And the phone is being answered, and they're hopefully going to order some flowers there and then, or at least be whatever the service, be listened to, and that's what you want. So my idea is because we've got all these startups, they're just the start of startups. And that's still going to continue with the catalog. But I think what we need to get the non-conformity channel going. So that slowly grows, showing the 100 startups, the free education, the tools and everything. But we need one of the startups it needs to be cutting edge and on a rising trend, which AI employees is. And it links with everything that we're doing. And then in turn, we can set up the whole business using these AI employees and AI agents and AI automations. So we are continually learning while teaching. So we can offer guides, tools with the affiliate commissions, courses, and just the latest information on all of this, loads of education for free. And then that could be good for people that want to start businesses, but they don't know how, or they're not qualified in the other areas. These agents could come along. So that could link then to the non-conformity blueprints in the different areas to say, hey, if you want to start up an e-commerce business, if you want to start up a flower shop, if you want to start up this business, here, use these AI employees from the off to get off. We could also be them for existing online business owners or existing physical business owners of how to implement AI employees into their business and what's available for them in different sectors, different businesses. So I'm excited about that because I can now channel all of the things that I've learned from YouTube. This will be very niche. It will just be about AI employees. So the YouTube channel will know that, and all the other social channels will know that. Google will know that with all of the websites, search terms, etc. And I've got a really good bit of software called Beehive, which we're going to use for it, which have just updated their features to allow it to be a newsletter, website, selling courses, guides, the whole shebang, and also link with audio and podcasts as well. So that'll be I'm going to host this new business on this platform, Beehive, which I've been researching, and just with their latest updates, it seems like the right fit. And yeah, we will just go for it. So we'll have a university available for people to come and learn about this and skill up on this before the wave takes off. And I believe this one business could take, by the end of next year, several £100,000 in automated revenue. And what it will then do is give us a platform and a captive audience to then link to the other non-conformity stuff that we're doing, and also then give us actual people to give us feedback to see what they want. But it'll also give us, for us, personal reasons to be keeping on top of this growing trend. So we are continually learning because we are continually teaching it. So AIemployeeuniversity.com, watch this space.